I should probably get my hands on some of that. What else is... No. How is that possible? Is it any more improbable than anything else human beings put their faith in? What else is in there? For general health and well-being, readers are encouraged to take regular strolls through the Pale. Though a sidebar cautions readers to limit each stroll to less than an hour. These strolls promise to cleanse the mind of worries and the body of toxins, especially if the preambulator performs this ritual in the nude. Nudity figures prominently in a number of these prescriptions. What in the fuck am I reading? This is exactly what you need. Apparently we need nudity figures. Hell yeah. Huh, anything else of note? There's an entire section devoted to cures for men who are struggling to perform their marital obligations. I know what this one is. Well, I certainly don't need that. You close the book and return it to its place on the shelf. Locked. Alright. I want to buy medicine. Oh, I need money for that. I'm not spending money on that. Fuck that. Let's click on some of this other stuff. Can I, click on this? A map wall. Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board, and inside the alcove they're held up by small pins. The board is come loose. Do I really have to pay for everything? This sucks. Let's just look at the map. Oh, I have to read it. The north coast of a verdant island is shattered by the delta of a river. It is the River Esperant. Countless bridges put the shards back together, connecting city blocks to river islands. The delta says a great artificial heart in the center, teeming to the east rolling hillside. Oh my god. Necroxix in geography. It's somewhere alive, not bad. But then there's Jamrock. It's bad. People shouldn't live there, but they do. The Fabor, or whatever, it's almost as bad and much larger than Coal City. It's the worst. And what about Martinez? It's so small you can't even see it on the map. No, wait, there it is. North of Jamrock, the strip of coast next to the greater Revocol industrial harbor. It looks downright despondent. It's almost Coal City, to be honest. I'm not reading on it. I'm just clicking on shit at this point. Like, I don't even... I'm also thinking we could probably... A quaint picture book brochure, very colorful. If I went... Because we have those clippers. I bet we could probably use those to get the corpse down. It's a tome of fascist magic. Rather candid. Everyone knows the most interesting thing about fascists was their magic. Of course, I knew that. These shelves were overburdened with books from the same series. You see the name Dick Mullen over and over. That one got mentioned. Alrighty, Lexi. I'll probably be here while my voice still lasts. Which is longer than I thought it was going to last, which is great. Store keep, what's this crime fiction? Oh, crime, robberies, murders, she lowers her voice, even sexual crimes. We're fortunate to have Dick Mullen and his stories to sort all that out. You're a police officer. Apparently you shouldn't buy all of these. They really do teach a person how to be a proper detective. Alright, let's look. Crime fiction is a disgrace, an asinine misrepresentation of the physical attributes and the arduous everyday work of actual police officers. These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over how long it takes to actually follow up on leads and eliminate dead ends. Well, yeah, I mean, if they're all like me right now, then yeah, they're gonna put the whole police force to shame. What's more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of, year after year, coming into contact with people during the worst days of their lives. Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of the books found on the shelf? Oh god, no. Shelves filled to the brim with crime. Okay, leave. This guy's no, thank you. Can I go in here? Closed curtain. see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtain.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
I work here. Shopkeep, what's behind these curtains? Nothing. Now please go back to browsing books. She fiddles with the pendant. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? The books are all you care about. You sound manipulative. She speaks almost as if she's trying to put a spell on you, urging you to buy more books. Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become. Now, we're going to ignore them for just a moment. I haven't actually tried talking to her because she looks mean.
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance.
The clerk extends a greeting. Hello, I don't even know my name.
Be welcome. And please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
No deal. A golden pendant hangs around the woman's neck in the shape of what looks like a tiny fish head trapped in amber. I like this first choice. Before we go on, you seem to be well off enough. Can you give me some money? I feel there won't be an opportune moment to ask later.
Sir, don't be ridiculous. I certainly will not give you money. I would be doing you a grave psychic disfavor. One has to earn one's success, even if one is a police officer. Handouts are nothing but manipulation. All they do is make you dependent.
Certainly, there are good things to be said about dependence. I agree. Forge ties between us working people, good practice for fighting our common enemy. You misunderstand me. I'm a powerful feudal lord. I demand tribute. This is about traditions. Damn, you're right. What kind of a business relationship would that kickstart? Excuse me, I don't even know why I said that last. Yeah, it would forge ties between us working people.
Now, hey there. Sounds like someone isn't taking responsibility for the energy they bring into this space. Fighting? Enemy? My philosophy is everyone just getting along.
No, but no one's gonna get along with anybody. Have you seen what's going on the streets right now? Curious pendant you're wearing.
Oh yes, helps to have an anchor in these times.
She clutches the pendant and narrows her eyes as well. So, are you the owner of the store?
I am. The proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
Her voice is high-pitched as if to give it more penetration. She has fine-tuned her voice to find the most welcoming approach for attracting new customers. It doesn't work. No, it sounds like the librarian type of voice where it's just like you feel like you're being yelled at, like scolded at all moments. What if I want to buy a book? Then why are you talking to me? Everything is on the shelves to browse. Don't you feel compelled to buy anything? She fiddles with her pendant and waves her bony fingers directly at you. See those shelves there? Go. Be drawn. What type of books do you have? Everything is on the shelves. Take a look for yourself. She nudges her glasses. The shelves compel you, don't they? No, they don't. I mean, they did when I first came in because there were icons, and that's why. She smiles and nods, seeming relieved. So who's the little girl standing outside? Annette? Yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her job like a proper girl? Yes, of course. Wonderful. Did you talk to her? No, not really. Why not? Was she not friendly enough? Were you not compelled to talk to her? I'm not interested in talking to a kid. What's wrong with her? She shakes her head. Can't she do anything right? Yeah, this is the girl's fault. Ha ha ha. Not mine. I'm here to dismantle the free market and abolish child labor. Let's change this subject. Farewell for now, book peddler. Where is this? Hey, psst. Look around. Who, me? Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again. No. Again? Yes, you're ready to start building communism. Again. You've built it before. They've built it before. Hasn't really worked out yet, but neither has love. Should we just stop building love too? Can't argue with that. So what about all that communism you've promised to build? Word on the street is you've woken up from 1,000 years of slumber, promising to erect a version of communism many times greater than any attempted before. Is that true? How come I can't say yes or no? How come there's word on the street? You keep saying things like, down with the burger, down with the burgers, eat the rich, sodomize landowners, impale all who have more than 25 real in their pocket. Literally murder all human beings regardless of the political beliefs, that kind of stuff. That doesn't sound like anything I've said. I haven't said anything like that at all. Okay, not in so many words, but don't deny it. You're about to rip off that mask of social democracy and reveal the monstrous seven-eyed lamb of God of global communism that will devour and masticate mankind. Everyone can see that, so tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder, or do we get right down to it? That's too tiring. I don't have it in me. I'm beat down and broken. I'm opting out of that. I don't want anything to do with that. Fuck that. Very well, I guess no one will build a communism then. Tell the working man it's over. Unless anyone has objections. Does it? I didn't really read much on the game. White-Tram gifted it to me. Just play this. And I was like, okay. No objections. It's mathematically impossible to achieve a classless society. Everyone knows this. Anyone? Anyone else? There's no one? There's no one? Okay, lie down and let the water carry you downstream. Goodbye, communism. Hey, there's something over here, too. Oh, God, it's not another book, is it? Gift book and molten candy. Like, when it comes to me in politics, it's just like, I don't do. Okay, should we still ignore the little kid? Nah, we'll talk to her.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
A young girl with chubby red cheeks waves at you, smiling. Her nose is also red from the cold. I am the law.
I know, sir.
She stomps her feet to feel warmer.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
No, not really. Well, that was a great chat. Two Roundabout North. 2 Capeside Apartments, Marminsburg. The ad reads, broken window. Tibbs has windows. He had a bag in. God damn it. Seriously, need to get a bag. I have no idea where to get a bag. Coin operated viewer. This coin operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubble gum, rendering the machine permanently inaccessible. Poor little viewer, pat it. The metal feels cold and wet under your palm. It looks unhygienic. Vandalism. Shake your head. Probably some kids. The lieutenant inspects the rigged slots. Actually, hold on. When was the last time I saved it? I'm gonna make a save. Save. Look inside. A thick layer of graffito covers the lenses. You spell out the words O-N-U-C written on the other side with N and C scribbled backwards. Maybe it's supposed to say cunt. That's Kuno. Oh no, it's that stupid kid. Shift your focus to the background. Under the graffito, you see a blue and grays appears. Behind the water lies a coast studded with concrete and reeds. On it, a church on stilts, lanky, weather-worn wooden planks, and X-shaped cross topping its towers. Yeah, I don't know where to get a bag yet. You know this to be the star of something, or that something, the central symbol of the Pericarnassian Church, a star, a great moral height to be strived towards. The church looks old and weather-worn. There are no lights in the windows. Cool beans, I guess. Should I talk to this guy? No, just take whatever this is. Wait, yellow plastic bag. What? Is that the bag I need to be able to pick up bottles? Fucking hell. You hear the distant squall of seabirds. So what? Does this mean I can like loot garbage and stuff now? Oh yeah, it is. Oh hell yeah. Hey, I can pick this up too now? Oh, we're gonna be so fucking rich. Dude. It's gonna take a while to build up my wealth, though. Especially if shit doesn't respawn. I've been kicked out of every joint in Rubicon. I don't give a fuck. I need to pick up plastic tears and shit. A splatter of bullet holes lines the wall. The sight of bullet holes stirs something in you, making you forget the lieutenant's surname. I can't look. Bullet holes. Where? He looks around. Point to the chips in the wall. Someone has been shot. We're cops. We should solve it. There? He looks to the wall. Those are old. What do you mean old? These bullets were fired during the revolution over half a century ago. They do not warrant investigation. And I don't even want to ask about the revolution radio. You know, we should focus on present crimes from the present century. Yeah, sounds reasonable. I can already start to feel my voice dying. I'm going back to the corpse, though. We're gonna go and see if I can get that thing down, or I'm already lost. A lonely cormorant surveys the sea in different tiers. Was it this way? Ah, crap, I'm on the wrong side. I need to go that way. Because I don't know how much longer my voice is going to last for today. At the very least, I could do that. Or at least try to do that. It might turn out terrible for all I know. We're gonna keep our eyes peeled for garbage. No, take off. Kim, you are in my fucking way. Kim, you should be picking this shit up with me. What is this? Nothing. Yeah, this is where I want to be. I'm just like literally walking around with a bag. Alright, let's make a save too while we're at it, just in case something really goes bad. Alright. So our goal is to get this thing... I have something I need to know, Corpse Man. Of course, you have questions, don't you? Oh, okay, we already asked. Fuck. But we have... this, right? Like, maybe I can use this to get this guy down. Damn. Alright, never mind. I was wrong. Oh, that sucks. Let's see, what are my tasks? Ask Kim to tell you about the case. Police officers get briefed about the cases they're given. Sometimes they forget the briefing and need to be briefed again. Maybe that sounds like something I should have done a long time ago.
Yes?
Alright, Kim. Tell me about the case, please. What do you want to know? Literally anything about it. I can't remember something. Ah, yes, the case brief you missed. Now I remember. He opens his notes. Brief. Yes, that sounds good. 3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received the report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez, and then an anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver has been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of all his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There was an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company, Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute. Does the briefing say who the victim was? A security guard, a worker of some sort hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez. Of course, we need to find out the truth. And why didn't we know anything about the caller? They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex. Why hide themselves? There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers union is the de facto police in Martinez. I still don't know how to pronounce it. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that. Our job here, just to make this perfectly clear, our job here is to find the killer. Hey, I completed a task. That's right. Would you say this is a mysterious game? Actually, I got all I got. I'm good. There's only one thing I'm gonna do now. Because I just remembered the 13 o'clock thing. We'll go in the kitchen. I don't know what's in there, but we're gonna go. Hopefully it's not like Gordon Ramsay or something, because that's gonna suck for me. He's gonna end up yelling at me and shit. That's not good for me. Save. Hey, it is open. Yoink. The dishes are drying. They smell of chemicals and pine trees. Grassy Kubik, or something like that. A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood. Occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook. As you step in, he nods towards the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Gorsi and Kubik. Okay, it's definitely not his name. Whatever you do, please don't call him Gorsi Kubik. Please, it's not funny. Alright. Hello, sir. Got time for a few questions? Man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air. It's not just my voice that's starting to die. I'm like, everything is just... Hey, you've got some impressive pots. He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn. It's almost like music, especially with the sound of assorted dishes boiling and simmering on the stove. That's it? Okay, I don't think I need... What is this? An aroma of spices, alcohol, and tomato hangs in here. Hey, free money. Blue door. You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery. I wonder where this door leads. You do? The lieutenant regards you with patient skepticism. It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads? I'm drawn to its cobalt blue. It is quite pretty. I suppose we could look into it as a side investigation. Yes, a mini-side investigation. No, this door is a mega investigation. Hardly. He looks at the door, then you. Anyways, Gart. Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager. Alright, let's go talk to her really quick. Before my voice completely dies.
Can I help you?
Ah, there's a mysterious blue steel door in the back of the kitchen. Oh yes, that door. Sure, there's nothing mysterious about it, it's just a door, he shrugs. Do you know what's behind it? Do you know what's behind it? Do you have... No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there, and I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just the Frit warehouse, probably. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust. He runs his fingers across the counter to check for dirt. He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing. Hey, welcome back. My voice is dying, but I think you'd like to know what's back there. Fine, okay. A little, he shrugs. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage. So I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals, and I haven't found a key, so good luck with that. Luck. Okay, that didn't help us out very much, did it? Unless the pry bar can work on it. Oh no, don't give up my bag. Touch the door. The cobalt blue surface feels rough to the touch. The stainless steel is door flush with its frame on every side. Try to push on it. The door does not budge. So I guess the pry bar doesn't work on it. That or I don't know how to use items. That's even more possible. Is this dildo always here? You. It's all about money, you know. Yeah. Have we ever gone up here and retried talking with Little Miss What's-Her-Face? I think we have. Better make a save just in case. We'll interrogate her, or try to, and then I might have to give my voice a little bit of a rest because I'm dying. Alright, the door is closed. Try the handle. This door can only be opened with a key or from the inside. Okay, just knock. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance. He doesn't like where this is going. Yeah, well, fuck you too. I can't use this one, can I? No. Nope. Forgot what this was. Oh, no, I think that takes us out in a little patio. That's not good. Yeah, it's a dead end. No. Like, damn it, I want to do like one task or something. Oh shit, look at all these bottles I can pick up here. Dude,
Yes?
Kim, you get the fuck out of my way. You're blocking my door. Clicking ability. He's not my partner. He's a freaking burden. Yeah, this game does that for sure. Dude, Kim, you get the fucking way. No, he's like intentionally moving to where I'm moving my cursor just to piss me off. Like, come on, man. It's like, I ain't got time for your shit. Actually, I got nothing but time for your shit. I just don't. That's all I got. What are my other options? Keep searching. Find booze and drink it. Where's the rest of the armor? Yeah, a lot of things just come down to just keep talking to people and stuff. And we don't know who put the trash in, or the clothes in the trash, rather. I don't really want to talk to that Kuno, because he looks like something I don't want to deal with. Get a loan? That sounds like a bad idea, though. Why would I want to get a loan? That means I have to pay it back. That kind of sucks. Well, it is now my second day. My voice is a little better and recovered from yesterday, though not where it needs to be. It was pretty scratchy in the throat region. So we're like 4 or 5 hours in, and I have no freaking clue what the hell is going on with this game. And I suspect it's going to be no real different today. I did find I can mess with my saves, so that's cool. I don't know how I'm going to use it or misuse it or abuse it, but I have 2 points I could spend in something, but I don't know what. Let's maybe focus on some of these. Oh, I see. We need to call Alice back tomorrow. So am I just doing whatever until today? Hello, Lux. How are ya? Of course, this is sad because he still can't figure out how to sing this karaoke because I don't have a hold of a sad song tape. I got an idea. Let's go back to where that body was. I'm kind of waking up. Short of money, equip a plastic bag. Oh, you know what? I never tried yet. Just sell stuff. Oh, you just woke up. Oh, cool. Sounds like you and I are on some similar fucked up sleep schedule. For better or for worse. Although for me, I only slept 5.5 hours, which sucks. I'm gonna try and see if selling shit actually works, because we did pick bottles up. 1 bottle equals 10 cents. Hey, I gained money. Your bottles clunk in the machine and the money appears with a satisfying jingle. You're a richer man now. Yeah, like $2 richer. That's doing something. Do I have any new... Oh. No, I don't. Okay, I don't know. Fair enough. Yesterday was a frickin' blur for me. I have no idea what was going on by the end of the night. Alright, here's my plan. I'm gonna go over here. We're gonna talk to this dildo. This guy. Let's talk to this, whatever your name was.
Can't you see him throwing rocks?
Fucking Kuno. Alright, this might not be good. Actually, hold on. Oh, I can't even make a save right now. I don't have time for this. I'm just gonna create a save, because for all I know, I might kill myself or something. This game does weird things. Okay, now we can begin.
Can't you see him throwing rocks?
Look, I have questions for you.
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
The body, what do you know about it? Shitload, pig, what's your question? Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno. Whisper to Kim, or just, Kim, help me out here. What do we want to know? If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the usual. What's the usual? The usual being, have you seen anything out of the ordinary, or have you seen anything suspicious? Have you seen anyone suspicious around? Just a couple of pigs sniffling around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno. Yeah, you tell that. Yeah. Looks like you're a blah. Now, whatever that means, a suspicious question doesn't really work in antagonistic situations. Alright, do you know who he was? Kuno's fuck gimp. He pick up a rock. Kuno uses the fuck gimp for target practice. A fuck, what? What? He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know. And so you don't know anything. Kuno knows all kinds of shit. Kuno's not a snitch, that's all. He shakes his head, clearly offended, trying to make the Kuno sing into the popophone. What am I reading? Am I still asleep? Do you know how it got up there? Probably climbed up. Kuno was busy down the road and when that shit went down, so you didn't see it happening. You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revocol. He puffs himself up. Kuno wasn't regional. Kuno sure loves talking in third person, don't he? Necro don't like that. Necro thinks that's weird. I don't know, some fucking... He looks around trying to come up with something. Skay, or I don't know, some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City. There is no Night City anywhere. That sounds like the name of a city. It's some pulp science fiction novel. I'm just gonna call him on the lie. That's a fictional city name. Doesn't exist. Why you gotta be riding Kuno's ass? You haven't been where Kuno's been. You haven't been in Kuno's head. You wanna know where Kuno was? You wanna know what Kuno's been fucking up to? Yes, I think I do. I mean, sort of. I don't really care, but I kind of want to make progress, so don't tell him that, Kuno. It's lame. It's not fucking lame. Kuno's building, Kuno's city, Night City, Rage City, the City of Rage. That's it, and it's not lame. Lame. That's the name of Kuno's city, bitch. Get the fuck off Kuno's back. This shit ain't about that. It's impossible to deduce what it is about, at least for the moment. If that's important, it'll come up later. Focus on the case. Hey, there are some contusions all over the body. Did you do that? What are you talking about? What is this concussion shit? He grabs his head like it's suddenly hurting. Yeah, he doesn't strike me as bright as bulb. He says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again. Contusion's a bruise. I'm talking about the marks on the marks your stones left on the corpse. Oh, did Kuno make your shit sniffing harder? Stark shit of shit sniffing. He lets go of his head, suddenly feeling better dead. This is Kuno's kingdom. Kuno fucking rules here. You're just a fucking kid, come on. Ooh, perception. You hear the lieutenant, what does that mean? Where's the rest of his armor? Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor. How come? Kuno's gimp's got one big thing wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant. A mutant? Looking at me, points to the body. Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man. He drills his temples with his fingers in some strange aggressive gesture. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away. What do you mean he threw it away? Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big. He performs a kick up on the imaginary helmet. So he took some of the armor and threw it out, huh? Kuno kicked that shit in the sea. Rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno. He threw it in the sea. Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno, he repeats. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking monk. No, he got too much hair to be a monk. You wanna fucking someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union. Fuck the jolly troubadour shit at the gates. Yeah, I know who that is. Yeah, Cuckin' Boots, you know that Jelly Union cow fucker. Came around looking about cows or some shit. Come around pretending like he cares about cows. Yeah, so you met him at the gates, the one with the boots and the jolly smile. You mean manana, banana? Yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows, trying to catch a peep at Kuno's armor. Curious, my liege, why did Kuno feed you this information? Yeah, it does sound like it might be starting some drama. And dealing with those guys sounds like it's gonna be a pain in my ass anyway. So, this thing finished, whatever it is. It's encyclopedia. One that makes me read even more weird stuff. And you're just telling me this out of the kindness of your heart, Kuno? Or just should I let it be? Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, Kuno's doing charity today. Kuno Day. Kuno feels sorry for you two loser pigs. Kuno's doing pity now. Still seems suspicious. He may have it in for that guy. Or you may be paranoid. That is also a possibility, sire. Damn it. Can't tell if the voices are trying to help me or hurt me. Or confuse me. Alright, more on this later. You're testing Kuno's patience here. Get lost. I'm just gonna say I'm off. Kuno doesn't fucking care. Hey, Kuno don't give no fucks. Something happened. Learning cap 4 perception. Raised to 5. Speed gives 1 sigh. Okay. I did something. Cool. Still don't know what I'm doing, but progress, I think. So let's go talk to that dude. I should probably also make a save. Yeah, save. I so sniffly with all this cold weather? So I think it's this guy that I should be talking to. What is it? The Greater ever call it Industrial Hub. Right?
Right to work! Right to work!
Wait.
Shame on you!
Okay, maybe it's not. Shoot. You think it's the guy on the stairs? I think you might be right. Ask the jolly Miss Muskie. AKA Mario.
Hola,
It
Wonderland.
is.
How can I help you?
Greetings, Mario. Kuno told me you were supposed to know about the armor. He smiles. The little boy did good on his promise. His promise? To get me into trouble. The sick to pigs on me, pardon the choice of words, not mine. What happened? I was asked to look into that armor situation, officially and probe, check it down, see who took it. Did you? At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces could feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, So I went to this boy, he said he'll make me his percentage. That kid got away with words. He's got eyes everywhere, the cops in his pocket, and he's the king of Jamrock. Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble, he smiles. One bad move is all it takes. So Kuno used us to, scare you? It's a minor nuisance, it's all good. He contemplates taking a swig from his flask. The probe into the armor, what did you learn? I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk union man about some armor. What about a drunk cop that doesn't even have a badge? Is that any better? Or not? What else? Not much technical stuff, mostly. That was the interesting part. What sort of technical stuff? I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library, he explains with a wry smile. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off. How does it come off? In parts, foreign total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. That's what he told us to. I believe him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw. Too hard to remove. Okay, so as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the curious. I never knew how to pronounce that. Curious. Because it's like, I just call it the tunic. This is where I left off. Too much hassle, more like a job for some militia. What about the leggings? The boots and the leggings all count as one piece of armor, don't they? I'm ambitious. I'm gonna find all of it. I probably won't, but I want to pretend I will. All of it. The lieutenant raises his brow. There are junior officers out there eager to prove themselves. I would leave some for them, and I would leave the boots to processing. But okay, let's find all of it. It's implied he finds it unlikely that you will succeed in this. Oh, my coworker doesn't have any faith in my skills as a detective. Mesquisa picked in all across Marinades. He glanced south where the canal runs. I hope it will be a real bonanza for you. Thank you for your cooperation, Mario. Banana. I like that name. For some reason, it just rolls off the tongue. Oh, you guys have a tumbleweed Armageddon? It's not my hair, is it? My hair likes to do the tumbleweeds, but no problem. He finally takes a swig from the flask. If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Manana. Thank him for showing me the way. He is sincerely grateful. He is not tracking down pieces of armor right now. Gotta go. Alright, so Kuno lied to you. Return and confront him. Yeah, we're gonna beat that kid up and tell him you suck. That'll show him. Or not, I don't know. So, in the 4 or 5 hours I played yesterday, it feels like we didn't do shit. I'm hoping today I'll actually make some freaking progress. Instead of stumbling and bumbling about confused.
Fuck, does Kuno care?
Alright, I talked to Manana about the armor. So, he raises his eyebrow, projecting aggressive indifference. He told me you promised to sick the pigs on him. Yeah, so he doesn't understand. Kuno did sick the pigs on him. Kuno's a man of his word. Kuno sent your fat ass running around like Jello. Look, pig, you suddenly all business. Excuse me. You suddenly all business. Kuno sent you to rough some people up. Kuno played you. That happened. Now you and Kuno should move on. The courses will remember this. You got fucked. He repeats, you got fucked, pig, fucked, bad. Of course you're gonna remember this, and I'll get the fuck out of here, griefing the Kuno. After this shit, you better have something real interesting to say if you want to stay in Kuno's face. I guess... Oh wait, no, that's this one. You want all the armor pieces, deck yourself out in full metal battle-hardened glory. This might take a while, like a long while. Oof. Okay, I'm off. Boop, boop, boop. Let's... So, at one point we were trying to pull his boots off. But then we stopped when it told me to stop. The material appears to be ceramic, it's a clean white, blah blah blah. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow. These are clearly not boots, they're armor, blah blah blah. These, we've read this. I'm just trying to see if there's any new dialogue. Knock on the boot. Oh. The pry bar in your hand is itching for some action. I must have it still equipped. Yeah, swing it at the boot. The metal connects with the same ding. The sound does not appear to get louder. The lieutenant cups his ear. Did you hear that? A click. Yeah, it's like dice rolling. This is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads the incoming energy horizontally from plate to plate. No, wait, we've read this before. I've read this already. He just like talks about how the armor is armor. Not interested. Consumption. I'm so disappointed in you. What are you interested in? Then I wonder if there's any. I'm just looking for new. Okay. Oops. What? I just got XP for redoing the same dialogue. I think he had something precious underneath the clothes. They had to remove the jeans. He could have been walking around naked just like this for all we know. Good point. He could have been intoxicated or something we cannot yet imagine. I shouldn't have assumed so much just from the clues. What was that? Was the lieutenant just impressed by your unintuitive guess? Okay, whatever. Wait, maybe the corpse will have something new to never mind. Alright, leave. Let's figure something out. I don't know what, but something. Let's see, who made the call reporting the crime? Wait, victim set. Keep searching for the caller, despite lacking any obvious leads. This might take some time. Oh, to get the body down, I have to access the harbor and ask for Everett Claire's. Everard. Who is it? Is that the people that were up in, up in, what do you call it? Where the striking union peoples are that I don't care about? Possibly. I don't really know. Alright, what was this guy's name? Let's find out.
Looking for something?
Just racist lorry driver, okay. The unions are a scam. Let's see. What happens if I go up here? I might just get killed for all I know. But notice, in case of strike, press button behind guard. Let's make a save too while we're at it. I got a bad feeling about this. I just got the bad feels. A hermetically sealed door locked by electronic means. There's no lockpicking or door kicking this one. It's not like I lockpick or door kicked any other ones either. Hey, little girl. Hello. Can't talk to you though.
Your body betrays your degeneracy.
Measurehead.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Young woman at the Giant's side agrees. Don't say anything. Size him up first. Well, that's my first option too. Say nothing. Size him up.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology?
A ripple of muscle passes underneath his skin. He lets you look. Something about this guy.
It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, Sandwich. You are not in danger because you are not a threat to me.
Did he just call me a ham sandwich? Puff out my chest. Still say nothing.
What is this androgynous display of sexual maturity?
He looks down at you, taking stock of your physique. Endurance. Failure. Merely standing up makes you sweat profusely. Your breathing is erratic. Your own heartbeat in your ears grows frantic, and you feel your blood pressure rise.
Stop it. You are embarrassing yourself in front of this woman and your pedomorphic friend.
I'm used to embarrassing myself in front of women.
This display of weakness may appeal to older women with a stronger maternal instinct, but it is a liability here on Battlefield Martinez.
Jean-Luc, his body is betraying his degeneracy pretty hard. Maybe you can ask him to leave.
Yeah, this is the way to the harbor. Alright, let's say my body is unimportant. I'm with the police and we need to get into the hall.
That is precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb to Al-Ghul.
His face contorts in disgust as if you were smelling a dead rat.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al-Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
You're right, I'm an alcoholic and I need that dead body to no longer be in the tree.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
There's a ham sandwich race? Show him the ham still got it. Does this remind you of someone? The guy down there. I think I'll stick with the authority thing, show him that the ham still got it. hamming it up. I'm the police, and I need you to comply now.
Jerking motion. Signs of a late-stage neurodegenerative disorder. How far the Occidental haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race.
That's where you're wrong. We were never powerful. We were always weak.
You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Quakers. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture.
Yeah, we love our K-pop.
You will be superseded. Isn't that right, baby?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
She's a groupie. Interfacing. There is a button right now behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor. I got a bad feeling. This man is not budging. Let's hope his superiors inside are more cooperative. Come on, I just need to move back about 20 centimeters. Definitely don't want to push him out of the way. He'll probably just kill us, kick our ass or something. How about you're right about all this. Now I need you to help me get that corpse down from the tree.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war.
Nah, world wars sound like trouble.
Bring your troops to the Simonine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum.
Sweet.
The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality called art, and your microcephalic skulls.
You're talking shit about our art. There may be a more peaceful solution to this. You should internalize Measurehead's race theory. He would take you as one of his own. Nah, there's no way he's gonna take that. Right. Good idea. Oh, shit. Alright, let's subscribe to his advanced race theory. I have a 72% chance. Wait. Yeah. I'm pretty good at conceptualizing. Ask what kind of races are there first. Classification is core to this stuff. Okay, Measurehead, I'm new to this world. Help me understand its races. I need to know what kind of different races are there. Who are you? The lieutenant looks at you. This is for the thing. Do I want to relinquish an opportunity to learn advanced race? I'm just gonna say I do. Oh, it's not voicing you anymore. There are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic race. Type B, the servile races. And the vile CF race. Cauldron of Pedest. It's so hard to read in caption. What the hell? And the vile CF race. Cauldron of Pederasty. Pederasty, something like that. I don't know. Which one do you need education on? The Type A. Those are the Simones, the Areopagite, and the Occidentals, excluding the Mon. Of course, the Mon are ridden with eczema to the point where they find it impossible to smile. They are all lactose intolerant, a common result of inbreeding. I'm not even going to argue it. Receding genetic pools led them on reprehensible street parades in mountain cities like Stade blah 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 and blah, wearing wooden clogs on their feet and little green tassels on their hats. Got it. Who are Type A then in your view? The Vesper teams and the Vesper and this is the ancient meteor by the golden Pacific Sea. Yep. All have Type A race stuff. The other large mondial civilization of Mesquite are too yellow and originals to count as a heroic race. True, they are violent and expansionists, but they have a granular problem. He draws his finger across his face. Overproduction of sebum. Sebum is leaking into their brains, making them listen to wherever this music is and eat toxic minced meat-based food, which in turn only produces more sebum. And who are the Semines and the Rio? I'm just going to call them the Archipelagos. That sounds better. As proven by the Mon and the Mesquite, Occidental Type A is in retrograde. The Semines and the are on the ascent. I'm just going to say, continue receiving wisdom. This is just mindless drivel. The Araparabadet are sleek, long-headed. The Semines are powerful, mesomorphic. The former is an immutable progenitor, unchanged since the super-soul of the Paracadabadet. The false sound, contemplating the beauty and the mystery. The latter is perfect and adapting together. They form the blah, 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 blah. Don't give a fuck anymore. Nature was not capable of more. Oh, wait. That is all. There are no more Type A races in the world. So everybody's either an F, a B, or a C. Type B are the unheroic races, amorphous, non-competitors of the great race. They are mud-colored people. I don't like where this is going. Visual calculus says the Kujo of Garad are what you would call white officer in a suspect description. I've been trained to. You said the Kujo. I've been trained to identify them as white in official descriptions. I'm just gonna say mud-colored. To an untrained eye, the Kujo appear white and pinkish like a ham sandwich. But look into their eyes and you'll see, squints, full of sage wisdom. They are of indistinct muddy color, and so is their skin, unhealthy, sweaty, and ashen. Pinkness is a racial quality that has to be earned through centuries of advanced ballistic warfare and cultural domination that the Garad people have undergone for drinking alcohol and smoking the degenerate tobacco herb and for eating potato. Come on, don't take away potatoes. At least let us have that. Kajok, the countless micro-nationalities of Garad are all inexplicably obsessed with potat. The only thing they like more is dividing into microscopic ethnostates like political amoeba. Wouldn't he be one for ethnostates? You don't like it? They are microscopic. The Semino are Areopagiate. Jesus Christ, this is so hard. They are microscopic. The semen Aeropagite superstate will cover the entire remaining planetary crust uninterrupted from the Holy Semen from the boreal plateau of Catal. Its leaders will be the genetic epitome of the Semines and inner blah blah elected by nature, not the base inner spoilage called demos. And what in the hell is and the Valkyries you mentioned. Revicolium is halfway between Type A and the racial culture. Too mixed to know right from wrong. You tried your degenerate little revolution, which was the single greatest failure committed by humans in our 82,000-year history on this planet. Oh, he's probably one of those people that thinks they're like Ramses, that old god or something. Is it 82,000 years that we've been recording history? You have very little idea of what is happening, but that seems a little off. I'm gonna go with the revolution was perpetuated by degenerate left-wing marauders. Not all the people of Revicol. The revolution came to Revicol from Grodd in something about potato carts. It's literally an illness, a prion disease that leaves the parietal and frontal lobe ridden with holes, a soft sponge-like massive dementia, hallucinations, and paranoia. The revolution is fatal familial insomnia, a hereditary prion condition passed from the Kajoke to the Occidentals. He pauses. Theoretical self-affliction, but not sexually, probably through trade routes and potato acid, the prime component of the potato plant. I don't even. Alright, now tell me about the vile CF race cauldron. Type C through F are a museum of failed chimeric experiments and tragic maladaptations. They are tortured creatures waiting to be put to sleep. Your morbid interest in them worries me. Chimeric experiment? Like, I mean, that actually sounds the most interesting so far. Chimeras? Unless the races like the mosquitoes. That's how I'm pronouncing it. A grotesque mixture of a Miskay woman and a Seminese man, only possible if the mother is Miskay and the father is Seminese. The other way around, they fail to produce offspring. Mosquito is born sterile like a donkey. He looks west. Ruefully, all they have left is to ride customized motor carriages with hydraulic suspensions, listening to aggressive music to vent their impotent despair. It seems unlikely that two human beings produce genetically sterile offspring. I don't know, if anything this guy is saying is true, like anything's fucking possible. There's a lot of fucking words. I'm going to go with this logical response. Maybe I have misunderstood something, but aren't humans too sterile to produce genetically sterile offspring? You are right. You have misunderstood. You lack basic phylogenetic education. Yeah, I didn't go to class that day when they were teaching it. Sage will not budge on this anymore. Then there is, he pauses dramatically, the Semino Koji Chimera. Are you sure you wish to know the Semino Koji? It is not an aesthetic site. Yes? The joke, as you know, are very servile, especially when they meet the rich man. Racial scientists have toyed with the idea of crossing the Seminese with a Kojoke to produce a super worker of Seminese strength and grad servility. This will never happen. The Seminese and the Kojoke may have similar interbreeding problems as the mosquitoes. We will never know precisely. No Seminese man could maintain an erection in the suffocating potato stench of a Kojoke woman. But enough. It is cruel to entertain ourselves with the deformities of type C through F. Were there any able-bodied races you need education? No. Now that I've been through all the types, do I understand this racial theory thing of yours? And you understand nothing. Correct. I got nothing out of this. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You have not even worded the mystery, let alone solved it. So accept, decline, or... Alright, how do I word the mystery? Hey, I gained something. Must be a task we need to do. You need to internalize what you have heard here today, then return. To make this clarity does not come instantly. Oh, this is what he taught me. But it's -1 drama. I don't know if I want to. I don't want to lower my stats. That sounds like a bad idea. Let's just go something else. Knock him out. No, I think we're gonna get the fuck out of here. I guess I can't go there. Okay, that batch of dialogue or some frickin' holy hell. Let's go do something a little more interesting. I don't know what. Something. What is the race enigma? I don't know if I really want to do that. Get the hangman's boots. How do I do that? In order to succeed, the body has to be down, autopsy has to be finished, and Kim has to be absent. He wouldn't approve. This will be devilishly tricky, so don't beat yourself up if you manage to send the body to the processing without getting hold of it. Wait, what if I talk to him? I haven't spoken to him in a while. I want to talk about you. No, I don't. Tell me about the case again. Actually, I have all I need. I think you should know that I can't remember anything. No response, he just starts. He's having trouble processing. Believing in it even. I really don't remember anything. There was drinking involved. Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs? No. There's a sudden harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs. So what should I concentrate on? Try work. A case at hand that can work miracles. What's wrong with personal affairs? Not a fan. It's just the nature of lieutenancy. The RCM deploys a self-styled structure called the decomptage. As its chain of command, every lieutenant is responsible for 2 sergeants and 8 officers. This means average lieutenant has to deal with quite a few personal affairs, even you know this. But I'm completely lacking in basic information, even in this organization we're in. Can you help me? Hey, that did something. Fine, we should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 2100. If you're still having trouble, then I can give you an orientation. I'm afraid this is a medical situation. Move on. Really? The lieutenant gives you a look? Thorough as if performing triage. You look fine to me. I'm talking serious, unbelievable damage here. I saw myself in the mirror and I had no idea who I was. This psychodrama is unbecoming of an officer. Hey, what up, Urban? Oh, yeah. Clearly he prefers to think you're lingering. He cannot fathom that anyone could drink so much as to retroactively erase their entire life. It's not psychological. Some sort of major brain damage has occurred on an unprecedented scale. Then you should consider seeking medical attention. You can use the radio in my Kinema to call your stations. Lazarus. Was there anything else you wanted? Nothing. Okay. Every time we've gotten to talk with people on the radio, it's been fun times. So let's go do that. Hell yeah. Hopefully anything will be better than that other dialogue. That was some rough, boring stuff. So I just see a set of... Oops, I pushed something. My bad. Sorry. Oh, let's try that again. This time. Okay, pick up the radio again. This is Precinct 57. Alice, please connect me to Station 41's Lazarus. It will take just a moment, officer. Her voice fades out in familiar radio static. You hear a man clearing his throat briskly, then an answer. What do you want? He's carelessly chewing on a piece of hard candy. I was told to call the Lazarus. People are worried about me. Oh, the man is unpleasantly surprised. It's you. Is that a snarl or a suppressed groan? No love for you here. Yes, it's Firewalker here. I couldn't reach up and grab a tie from a spinning fan without unbearable pain shooting through my arm. Hard to tell exactly what it was over the phone. Could be a combination of peripheral neuralgia and high blood pressure. Could be that you were having a heart attack. Or actually, he seems to be positively surprised by the idea. It could be both, given your profile. Wait, both? That sounds bad. Yup. I still feel pretty good, though. I could probably take a lot of damage. Or... no wonder I'm in so much pain. I feel like I've been damaged. Let's go with that. Yeah, it's probably in more ways than one. You're detecting very little in the way of empathy for Doctor. So what do I do? Cut down on the drinking, pal. In fact, cut off the drinking, the drugs too. But I have a quest that says I'm supposed to go drink. Anything else? Abstinence could have immediate positive effects on your health. I think I've had a heart attack. And you survived it. Congratulations. Are you mobile? Yes. Even better. Anything else? I wouldn't worry about that. Officers your age have coronary trouble all the time. Also, death is a natural part of life. That's a great thing to hear from a doctor, isn't it? If they're trying to tell you death is just a natural part of life. Come on, man. I was hoping to live forever. I've lost my memory. All of it. With all the damage you've been doing yourself with drugs and alcohol, I'm not surprised. There's no surprise in his voice, only careless stupidity. Superiority, sorry. You're not surprised? Okay, anything else? What else? I'm not a brain doctor. Look on the bright side. You've got a whole new life now. Use it wisely. It's hard to say if he doesn't believe you or doesn't care. Isn't there anything you can do for me? What do you want? You want me to do blood work for you again? Tell you just how bad things really are across the board? You want another rundown of everything collapsing inside your body? Yes, I want the truth. You want the real, honest-to-God truth? Stop drinking, eat magnesium, and vitamin D. Our station is not a retirement home. We don't have the funds to deal with rock stars past their prime. And no, I don't want to hear a political commentary on the topic. In fact, I got work to do. Some idiot has glued his eyelids shut with cyanoacrylate. I don't know. It looks like Mac Torson. It's not fucking cryoacetylate. It's super glue, Doc. Yes, it's Firewalker here. Firewalker, yes, you are. Just don't breathe in the general direction of your fire feet. Actually, wait. Do exactly that. Put yourself out of your misery. Take deep, diaphragmatic breath in and you hear an exaggerated inhale and long exhale on the other end of the line. I don't know about this, Doctor. Glorious sight. Your body, tired from the vastness of the visions that haunted, burning up in the flame fed by your own living breath. I feel you're making fun of me. I'm the most serious person in the station, Detective. Now, do you have any current pressing medical problems? I guess that's it for now. Hey, we completed stuff at least. Phone clicks, only you hear the already familiar voice. Anything else I can help you with? Maybe we should call Sylvie again. Let's call Sylvie. Like, baby, come on, I can change. Sylvie on line for you, officer. Yes, hello, you recognize her voice. Hey, Sylvie, it's the police again. Oh, great, she doesn't sound thrilled. What else do you need, Detective? Have you seen my badge? Yes, I know who you are. You're a police officer of the law. No, that's not what I meant. This exact conversation has happened before. Establishing authority before this young girl seems to have been important to you in the past. Don't go there again. My badge is missing. Have you seen it? Oh, no, I haven't. Sorry. Fuck. Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours? Oh. Right. Not my uniform too. God, I should really look into that. What? I did some. My screen's going. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Oh, I took moral damage and volition, despair creeps into you. Getting fat on your weakness, whatever noble intentions you once had as a police officer, it's eating them all up right now. I don't know what I did, but I did something bad. You're still coming up with sentences. That's a step up from total annihilation, right? I'm done. No one even likes cops. I wish I was fucking dead. Fuck you, fuck you. I'm seriously running out of shits to give. Let corpses hang on trees. I'm quitting. Fuck you. Fuck me, please. The rage you have for after we finish the investigation. Nothing you can say would make you feel any better. Oof. Okay, so losing all your moral will kill you. Cop gives up the detective genre for social realism. Another policeman officer resigned from the law. He lives under a bridge. So that's okay. And now we know. So don't do that. And it looks as if I had more than enough time to have clicked the moral healing button. But I just kind of sat there not quite sure what was going on. Okay, so I think I have to click through all the dialogue that we did really fast. Just to at least get us back where we were. We were doing this. We did this. And like this. Ish. Like this. And this. I don't know if I have to click through all this dialogue or not. Yes, I want the truth. I always want the truth. Take your white lies and shove it up your ass, doctor. Okay, now we're gonna go back to Sylvie. And this time, try not to die. My badge is missing. Okay. Kim doesn't have a uniform, and he seems real to me. He's in plain clothes voluntarily. It's different from not knowing where your uniform is. Hey, I didn't die this time. There are officers who wear the signature Perseus black uniforms to the highest ranks in RCM and end up buried in them as well. Others do it more casually. Looks like you're one of them. Have you seen my policeman uniform? Uniform? I never saw you in any uniform. You had your things on. The disco things. Alright, so talking to her, not doing us any good. And I think we have to call this the next day. Alright, end that call. I don't know what else to do. Actually, hold on. Let me see if there's a... Oh, never mind. Okay. Close the door. This game is so weird as far as, like, what I should be doing. I don't get what any of this is either. Alright, what should we do? What should we do? What should we do? Okay, there's an end-of-day debrief with Kim. But that'll be later in the day. That'll be for the next day. Alright. How do I track down my badge? It's unclear how you should go about finding a tiny piece of plastic. Miracles happen. I don't know, let's just run in another direction I haven't been just for the hell of it. Like, we haven't gone this way, I don't think. See, there's something there. What is it? I don't know. It could be anything. It's a health item thing. Hey. Now we got something. Hell yeah. What is it? Sorry, my brain just kind of... Yeah, we're good now. We got either electrochemistry or interfacing. Which would I rather have? How is it? It's interesting, though lengthy. And very, what in the shit am I doing? Water lock out of order until Wednesday, 7:15. Lots and lots of reading, too. Lots of reading. Went as long as I could yesterday, and then I lost my throat voice. Yeah, I may have died a little while ago. Shit happened. Welcome to the pawn shop. Oh, okay, this is a pawn shop. A bust of a woman. The plaque simply says DEI. In the dark, a film projector is wearing away. Oh no, that's the exit. No, it isn't. Some kind of machine, an antique cash register. Mostly military wear with a few more eccentric fashions thrown in. What is this? I'm just clicking on everything one by one, just seeing what's up. Knick-knack stand. You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, other in rags. Others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty. Who did I piss off? Who did I not piss off? Try to find something pretty and cool here, then use it to win her back. Win who back? Dig up a truly cool figurine in the box under the table. Hey, 72% chance. I can't lose. I lock. I don't need no fucking figurine. Who gives a shit? Probably a piece of shit anyways. Win her back? Yes, buy something nice. A figurine. Inspect the night. Big men on big horses clad in armor and carrying flintlocks, the kind that would mow down a line of enemy soldiers in the blink of an eye. Point at the knights on horseback. Who are they? Yeah, it does kind of remind me of the Council and like first two Fallout games. Franco-Nigerian Knights. He looks at the dusty figurines, blah blah blah. Put skill points into interfacing to open this white check. Yeah, let's try that. I never tried. Have I? Interface. How do I use my skills? Oh wait, this one. So interfacing is missing. Blah. I'll level it up. Why not? Accept. Hey, look at that. 83%. There's no way I can lose now. See? Wow, what's this? A headless man riding a horse. A headless man wearing futuristic tracksuit trousers that say Fawn. What is this? Show it to the shopkeep. Oh, that's the headless Fawn rider. Of course. Just pretend you know. There's been a lot of interest in that particular figurine. I had to hide it so it wouldn't fall into the wrong hands. He doesn't elaborate on these wrong hands. It's unlikely he ever will. The lieutenant studies the tiny figurine in your hand. I've heard about it, he says with amusement. I've heard the headless Fawn rider rides a headless bull. Yes, there are several competing versions of the story, but I believe this figurine is a more canonical representation. Look at Kim, then back at Roy. Sorry, what are we talking about again? The headless Fawn rider. It's an urban legend about a man who rides a street of vertical sporting a fallen tracksuit. As you can see, he's missing his head. He points to the decapitated figurine. 50 cents. Bargain price. I'll throw in the tiny cap too. I think he's looking for it or something. That part of the story has many interpretations. Should I buy it? I guess. I don't know what it's for, but... Did I mention that this figurine is supposed to be lucky? He always carry it with you. That was a very smooth salesman grin that comes off as earnest. Can I equip it, or what is it? It doesn't have stats or anything. Maybe it's like a quest item. I have no idea. Yeah, let's talk to this dude instead.
It's not often that I see officers of the RCM in my pawn shop.
Man at the counter slowly turns.
What can I do for you?
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop. Sorry, I feel like I'm interrupting you.
Oh no, not at all. I guess I haven't had many customers lately, RCM or otherwise.
I think he was holding a cap, like a hat, or something along those
Who are
lines.
your customers usually?
Hey.
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake, people who are terminally bored. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
What the fuck? This business plan is all over the place. You should specialize, zoom in, recapitalize. No, I'm just gonna nod. It's quite a collection indeed.
It keeps me entertained.
His attention is drawn once more to the play of light and shadow on the walls behind you. This is a white trek you may retry. Wait, there's something I'd like to sell. I'd like to sell my clothes. I have a fascinating photo of a corpse here. Check my... Oh. Yeah, I think that's like a cap, like a baseball cap that it's holding. Okay, so we could sell shit, essentially. I don't have anything to sell, though. I'm sure I need everything I got. You might be able to aid our investigation. I doubt it, but I can try to answer any questions you may have. Think you can help me get a corpse out of a tree? The corpse behind the hostel, I assume. He looks into the swirling light. Then at you, I don't have a truck with a mounted platform or anything of that sort myself. Ask around the harbor. There might be some workers there who'd be willing to help. Fuck, I hate that harbor area. Know anything about the recent hanging? I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business, bad for everyone. He doesn't know anything. Okay, that's all I got then. By the way, do you happen to have any guns like the ones carried by cops? Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back. Well, that explains that mystery. What happened to our gun? While we were drunk, we sold it. Or pawned it. This is a pawn shop, and it did feel as if you've met before. Oh god. The lieutenant shifts from 1 feet to another alert. I don't know if doing this is gonna hurt my thing, but we're gonna try it. So, wait, I sold you my gun? You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. He hesitated. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revocol Citizens Militia. And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long off the charts, photon emissions, the unhealthy kind. He's not telling you the whole story, it seems. He's trying to spare you. I feel like there's something you're not telling me. He looks away. You weren't quite yourself, officer. What was that like? You were very distraught. You said the gun was a threat to your life, and you can't trust yourself with it tonight, and you need the money. When I said that I don't normally buy firearms, you put the gun barrel in your mouth and sort of sucked on it. Then I agreed to take it. Wait, how much did I sell the gun for? 15 real. The lieutenant looks from you to Roy, then back to you. It's clear that he hopes this tableau might still turn out to be a bad dream. It's not, though. This has got to be the most... wow. Happens to the best of us, I guess. It certainly does, especially at Revocol. Was the buyer a policeman, too? She didn't really seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was happy just to get rid of it and of her. Truth be told, she was terrifying. I would like to talk to her. She sounds kind of cool. Right, so let me get this right. The lieutenant turns to you. You sold your sidearm, issued by the citizens' militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it. Yeah, it sounds about right. Miraculously, his face does not reveal what's happening inside. There's only one explanation. She must be one of my rabid fans. In that case, she'll be happy to get a visit from us, if we can find her. He looks around, worried. Any idea where I can find this buyer? My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went. That sucks. A needle in a haystack. There's nothing you can do about it now. You'll just have to hope you luck upon her somehow. So it's kind of like the rest of the game, then. At least now I know how I lost my sidearm. Let's talk about something else. Should I even bother trying this? No. Is there another dialogue I missed here? Thanks for the review. Let's talk about something else. Alright, whatever. Leave. A shelf of boombox.
Oh, wait a minute. Could this be... This might be the karaoke thing.
The boomboxes on the shelf look well-loved and well-traveled. Chipped, dented, they stare at you with the unblinking eyes of their tape reels. Stand on my tippy toes. Oh, you should have seen what the beginning of the game was like yesterday. Hoo-hoo. You missed out on some very colorful dialogue. One especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. A classic boombox that says stereo weight approved. This is you, golden orange, a sunset suite. Just make sure it works before you buy it. Shopkeep. There's stereo weight approved machine here. Oh, that is expensive. This is a Harman wow sheet. Made in Vesper, designed blah blah blah. Plays all reels, blah blah blah. It's even got a little radio in there. It'll set you back 12 reel. I don't have that. Are you sure this is all in working order? Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech, found sounds, and music from a variety of genres, even though Yerm says I don't really like music. What I really want to know is, could this device come in handy in my police work? Police work means playing tapes? Sure, you can use it for that, or any other time you'd need to play a tape. Like at a beach party with sand and sun and seagulls dancing on the breeze. Turn to Kim. Theoretically, could I bring it to a beach party? Theoretically, yes, but we don't have time right now. It's generally murder investigation first, then beach party. Actually, it doesn't have to be a beach. With a boombox like that, I'll bring the party into the streets. You can play it anywhere you like, and I guess since you're a police officer, no one can arrest you for it. Except I can't afford it, so that's a no-go. Yeah, so I think that's interrelated to this sing karaoke thing I've been wanting to do so bad. It says you need to find a sufficiently tragic tape, then play it on a boombox to memorize the lyrics, then ask the cafeteria manager to perform. So this is where the boombox thing would be from, but I don't know where to tape it. A sawed-off streetlight, a typical Martinez streetlight. Let your gaze run over the streetlight. The light pole has been carefully cut and the wiring has been redone and attached to a standard indoor plug. The light buzzes faintly but persistently. This would make quite a statement in your living room. Oh yeah. Is that a streetlight? Yes, officer. As you can see, it's in perfect working order. Where did you get this? It was brought to me to be altered. He leans in so the pawnbroker wouldn't hear him.
We're not here to investigate the theft of city property.
He pauses, studying the light, and then adds, you have to admit it's rather clever what he's done with it. How much for the streetlight? 700 real. A bargain. What? Are you out of your mind? It's just like, there's one just like that on every corner. He rests his elbows on the counter and brings his face closer to the glass. The light has undergone 3 transformations, and every transformation, large or small, has a price tag. What do you mean, transformations? He throws you a look of weary patience. Well, there are the cost of removal and rewiring. But the most important transformation is the light's placement among ordinary indoor fixtures, which has adjusted its morphological field. The light became suitable for use inside the home just a few days ago. Okay, that checks out. Are you fucking kidding me? 7... Yeah. And the game's like auto-saving and shit. Like, I don't know what you're trying to do, but we're making sure you're fucked. How do I leave? There we go. I guess we continue to stumble and bumble about. Oh, actually, let's go talk to whoever this is. Water lock control panel. A couple of indicator lights are missing from the control panel. Loose wires dangling from the now vacant holes. In the middle is a lever. Beneath it, a small metal plaque. This panel usually closes the water lock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal, but there's a crashed Samaran butter sign in the way. Pulling the oh, that thing, okay. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything. I'll be the fucking judge of that. You pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against the contact pins. You hear a soft clunk, then nothing happens. Well, push it harder. How many bottles would I have to sell? I think probably like 7,000, because each one was only like 0.1. A cold gust of wind blowing in from the sea interrupts the silence of the situation. The lieutenant hums to himself while staring at your activities. Alright, release the lever. Okay, so there's a task to close this lock on a Wednesday. A spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close the water lock to get across the canal some other way. Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning? Ah, so that's going to become available on another day. Butter sign. Gosh, so we're getting an idea. A helpline to the company that controls the drawbridge. What is it? Alright, let's talk to this guy. Ceiling. You see a Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin. The name Ceiling is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Happy shopping, officer. Everything's cool here.
He gives you a thumbs up. Tab is what highlights things in green. And yes, it seems pretty damn important. What's so cool?
Everything's cool. The goods are cool, the customers are cool, the place is cool. And one more thing, officer.
This guy is not cool.
You're very cool.
He makes both hands into finger pistols and fires a few finger bullets into the air. I'm not cool.
What? No. I can't believe you said that. You got a personal style. You know what you like.
Okay.
You like premium menswear. Look around and browse. Everything looks cool on a guy like you. Take your time.
He settles back in the pile of boxes he's sitting on. What kind of stuff are you selling here? Only the coolest goods in Revocol. I've got sneakers, speakers, extremely comfy pants too. Try them on right there. No shame, only freedom. Is there a discount for cool officers like me? Oh, wrong button. Do you have a permit to sell all that? Good joke, officer. Here we don't have permits, just economic freedom. Take a look around. You glance around the decrepit building in miserable weather. The sidewalk strewn with sunflower seeds and the dust-choked air. It's beautiful, beautiful freedom. Sweet. No permits means less work for me. Let's move on. That's right, Rivercall is the best place for an independent self-employer like myself. That's why it's so cool with all the models coming here and cool celebrities. He smiles. His bright toothpaste adds smile. So is there a discount for cool officers? That's what I need to know. No need for discounts, that says it at Siling's. Officer, everything's already on sale. He nods towards the crate. Anything you want, 50% off. But did he first mark them up 100% just so he could put them on sale? Yeah, I think Fallout 76 did that. Everything's on sale. But that's the only price ever. Are those things really on sale, or did you just jack up the price first? My man, you know how the game is played. You and me, we should work together. What do you think? Shake things up? He winks. Where'd you get those comfy pants? I'm an entrepreneur, officer. He begins counting on his fingers. I've got sources, buyers, suppliers, distributors, manufacturers, wholesalers, all extremely cool and above board. Alright, that's all. Here, hold on, I'm gonna go look around. So yeah, like when I press tab, that's what it does. It like highlights things. It seems like I have to keep repressing it and holding it if I enter a new screen. It doesn't highlight new items and stuff, which is weird. Take all. Hot air rises up from the sewer, sour, acidic, and strangely comforting. Pile of clothes. There are clothes inside, cheap secondhand clothes, smelling of strangers' body odor.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes. Good quality fabrics, best retro design. Save the economy with your style, officer.
You're not selling me on this shit, sir. Or ma'am. Save the economy, that sounds off. Save the economy? What are you talking about? I just browse. You find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester blends that make your body itch and sweat in all the wrong places. Economical, but also trendy. The street vendor shouts, look first hand, buy second hand. Keep the economy moving. I thought I was trying to browse the box. Find something worth salvaging from the pile of rags. Okay. Fuck. No good. All you can come up with are some treated wool pants. You can tell they're too tight around your thighs and too loose around the waist. Touch them. They itch like hell, like an itch pit in hell. All natural material, yes, see? The street vendor interrupts, guiding your hand over the fabric. Real wool, 100% skin friendly, and they're yours for only 2 real. Not buying, no. No, thank you. No, thank you. I don't want your shitty pants. And all speakers on a pedestal of speakers. You see 2 lowly defeated speakers. We're all slaves, basically. Perched atop them, like conquerors surveying the land, a pair of fallen, durable wear sneakers Ultra Series.
I can see you have a taste for luxury, officer. Can't keep your eyes off those sneakers?
Okay, I'll inspect them. Pair of fallen Ultras. The design is impossibly sleek and simple. Futuristic silhouette with a sleek monochrome colorway, a jet black upper, and silver line midsole. Those sneakers, mister. The street vendor intones. Those sneakers are the latest fallen sneakers. Super rare, super fine, super cool. Only 50 real. I'm not paying that. Fuck you. These once respectable speakers have been conquered, reduced to a mere prop by the indomitable fallen ultra atop them. No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers. The man points to the footwear. The sneakers are the stars here. But I already looked at the sneakers. Then look at them again. These are premium lifestyle sneakers, officer, the best on the market. Can't I just buy the sad, conquered Sumerian speakers? No way, officer. These aren't for sale. They're bad speakers. Lo-fi socialist junk. But I need... That's why I want them. I think I might be lo-fi socialist junk. No. But I need some speakers. Well, if you want them... He pauses for a moment, calculating. Let's see. They are the pedestal for my sneakers. If I let go of the speakers, where will the sneakers go? I can't leave premium lifestyle sneakers on the ground. So what he's saying is I gotta buy the shoes if I want the speakers. If, on the other hand, you wanted to buy the sneakers too, it can maybe throw in the speakers for a little extra 50 cents. I need those fallen sneakers. They had a couple useful looking stats, but too rich for my blood. You see, we don't really have money. There's a pile of cheap sunglasses in a small box, a variety, shape, and color.
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles right here.
Yeah, let's try them on. Abort! These are hideous. What's more, they don't even fit your face. Taking them, you can feel them pinching your nose and chafing against your brow. Damn, officer, you look like a mega secret spy. Very secret. The man nods eagerly. They're practically made for you. I'll let you have them for $2 real and 50 cents. Why don't you just let me have them for free? No, the lieutenant gently removes the glasses from your face, setting you free again. You're definitely not buying those.
Well, tell me what to do, Kim. I like those sunglasses.
No, I can't. We can't walk around with you looking like this. His head has already risen in midair, but stops. Okay, fine, go ahead. If you want to look like a walking midlife crisis, then who am I to interfere? Adds electrochemistry and reduces logic. Shades of self-destruction. Let's rummage through the box. These are all boring third-rate ho-hum sunglasses made of cheap cerise plastic, the kind of plastic that melts in the sun. Those UV stickers are almost certainly just there for show. If anything, these lenses probably direct more UV light into your pupils. A UV magnifier. These are all first-rate sunglasses, the man declared, blah, blah. I think we're just gonna leave for now. Let's go somewhere else. I don't know where, but we'll go somewhere. We should probably make a save too. Wait, did I actually talk to that guy that was by the... What was it? The switch. There was a guy over here. Oh, he's not there anymore. I thought there was a guy right there. Let's see what's this way. Yeah, yesterday I made the mistake of trying to read the crap about that monument. It was just like, ooh, a bold slogan, Human Ox covers the trunk. Who is this? Identify yourself, pale driver. The woman still has her eyes fixed on the photograph in her hand. Excuse me, ma'am, I'd like to ask you some questions. No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail. Alright, so we've already talked to her before, I guess. Hey, what is this? There's... Hey, free money again. Sweet. I guess we'll talk to this butt lunch.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
Don't you have any tips on how to punch a guy out, do you? Say, a really big race theorist guarding a button? He smirks. Not before you get in there and get your ass whooped. Learn by failure, I always say. You might have some advice, but you gotta at least try to fight. Measure head first. Return if you fail. Yeah, I'll have that street light in no time. Maybe I can even get two. What exactly is your goal here? We're promised work. He points to the gates. We'd be in there working if the bastards hadn't shut the gates. And you're unable to breach the entrance. Main gate's locked. We'll take heavy... Because I think we need to get in there... into the harbor for the whole getting the corpse down thing. Main gate's locked. It would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office. He points up the stairs. The door's locked. The guard's blocking the way to the access panel. And I don't mean the scrawny mesquite punk either. He points at the dock worker idling on the staircase. I mean the head measurer, whatever he is.